Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Monday the 26th, and today was a gorgeous, beautiful day outside. Hot, shouldn't be this hot this time of year. It's kind of strange, but it is what it is. Still a lot better than shoveling snow, like that bum-ass friend of mine, Terry. I can't remember why he still lives there, but it is what it is. So, got this morning, hopped in the hot tub, trying to get my muscles to loosen up and stretch out and all the fun that comes with it. My body basically recreates stress a lot in tense muscles and stuff, and dealing with the whole dog thing just really kind of kicked my butt. So, but I got up, got a few things taken care of this morning, nothing major. Just kind of hung around the house, just got updated my iTunes and stuff, which I usually don't do on the weekends. I don't know why. I think maybe it's because Karen's here. I don't want to take time to basically sync my phone up and wait for all that stuff to download and basically go through it all. So I kind of usually skip on the weekends, but went there, got that figured out. Decided to go for a bit of a run today, and decided to kind of make it like a semi-long run. Also, actually, it was later in the day, but early in the day, I did some yard work. As I here on the patio doing stuff. I cleaned up the patio. Actually, I've been like, the dogs track a bunch of sand up on here, and my boards are old on my patio. They're really old, and they got the grooves in them. They fill full of dirt from the sand from the dogs and stuff. And usually I get the pressure washer out, or at least get the hose out, try and blow it out. I thought, I wonder what happens. I had a bunch of leaves in there. I just grabbed my badass leaf blower that I have, plugged that baby in, and it's like, it was the biggest one I could find, most powerful one I could find that was still plug-in. I didn't want a gas-powered motor at the time. Why does I want to carry the weight around no more, and I use it. So plugged that baby in and blew all that sand back out of there, and it made such a difference. Like, I think it actually worked better than the hose did. Now the pressure washer obviously works better, but that's dragging the hose around, dragging the gas-powered pressure washer, and it's just a lot of work. So went ahead and just blew that thing out, and man, it was awesome. It made such a difference. I was really impressed with how well that worked. So that was a pretty cool thing. I'm going to probably try and do like once a week. I'm just going to set like a little reminder, do like once a week, grab the leaf blower, plug it in there, and just knock that stuff out of there and kind of clean these boards out a little bit, and then hopefully tracks less dirt into my house, and so on and so forth as it goes down the line. So went ahead, got a few other things done around here, nothing really major. Decided to go for my run. In the process, I tried to call before I run, I called my financial advisor, I guess, whatever, my loan officer, whatever you want to call her. Basically talked about trying to see if they do a contingency loan on a house. So like I could borrow, like, say, $275, buy the house for like $250, take $25 and remodel the house before we move into it. And she said it's not the kind of loan they do. So I said, okay, so instead I'd be better off just putting, like, instead of putting 10 or 20% down, I should put like the 3%, the minimum down, and then use what would have been a down payment to cover the cost remodel. And she said 100%. So we went over some numbers, discussed the fact of whether or not at 3% what the interest would be, what the payment be. At 3%, the PPMI insurance, the personal protection, or whatever, the insurance went up like $73 or some crap a month. Which, as soon as I get to 78% value to debt ratio, that drops off because it's traditional, not an FHA. It stays there forever. But if I go to 5%, it's only it's $73 cheaper per month. And I'm like, well, shit, 2% ain't shit. That's $4,000. $4,500 worth of stuff it is. So I'm like, that is nothing. And it's not that big a difference to cover $73 a month extra for the PPMI. So I thought, well, I'm definitely going to be putting 5% down. So I got to do the math. Figure out how to make the offer on the place and stuff and that whole thing. So I talked to my insurance company also, checking on how much insurance costs in the house, because I got screwed one time buying a car that had turbo on it, and I was still a teenager, and man, they screwed me on the insurance. So I guess apparently a bunch of teenagers crash turbo cars a lot. So the insurance was insane. I'm like, I'll take the turbo out of the thing. Like, I'll unhook the damn thing. Just let me have my insurance less. And they said, nope, don't matter. What the VIN says is what you have. So sold that car quick. But talked to the insurance company, and ironically, somehow that house is going to be cheaper than our house for insurance. Not really sure why, but it is. No clue. But it's valued at more than our house by, I don't know, not much, $40,000 or so, but still makes no sense. So checked on what insurance would be for this place as a rental, basically if it would be up or not. And she said, no, actually it's cheaper because of the fact you're not insuring your contents, you're not insuring your tools and your clothes and your CDs and your TVs and all kind of crap, blah blah whatever. So definitely it only insures like the appliances, washer, dryer, dishwasher, that kind of stuff that would be kind of included if you sold the house. So that was kind of cool to think about that, how it's actually going to save me a little bit of money there for what I thought I was going to be paying if we start renting this thing out. So trying to do the numbers, see if it makes sense, and I'm doing everything in my head to talk myself out of buying this place, because it's a ton of work, and it's also a ton of risk. Like, it's literally like, just right now we're living the high life. Like, we have no payments on, we owe nobody nothing, not a dollar on anything. We have taxes, we have insurance, and that's it. We have power bill, water bill, stuff like that, but nothing if we stopped using stuff except for taxes on our house, which we only technically need insurance because we owe nobody nothing on it. The house is ours. So aside from me worrying about getting sued if somebody hurt themselves on our property, we have no obligation except for taxes. That's the only thing we have to pay. And it's such a great feeling, but there's a giant part of me that wants to go buy a house, then rent this thing out, let it make the payment. So then you figure eventually we're going to have more income and more sustainable life, and basically let that kind of become our thing. So I don't know. It is what it is. Part of me thinks that after this election, the world's going to turn upside down again if we don't get this whole 19 thing under control. It makes me wonder, do I want to take on debt? Do I not? Part of me thinks, well, if the things screw up and all these evictions are coming, the housing prices might drop like crazy, which means I could buy the house for half of what it is now, or even 20% off. 20% off is a lot, So I don't think the houses are going to fall much. I think 20% is probably the maximum a house would fall, which is kind of why I want to offer in this house right now. I think the offer is going to be like 15% less than what it is, which will also give me the money to help cover the remodel and whatnot. I don't think they'll take my offer, but I do want to make an offer, I think, on the house and see what happens. So part of me says not to. Part of me thinks 15% is 15%. And you figure if I had to resell the thing, if I can basically even get market back out after I flip it, it should be up, and then that 15% covers all my closing costs, 6%, 6% real estate fee, closing costs for like 1%, maybe 2%. I'm still in that ballpark of being able to make some money in the whole process. So we'll see. The house it doesn't show well. It does not show well at all, which I love because that means I can get this thing hopefully for less. It's been being seen by a lot of people because the description they have it written out, fully remodeled, repainted, and landscaping. It's got 3 landscaping timbers and some shitty flowers thrown up front. It is not what they described it to be, because the way they described it, I plan on making an offer that day we looked at it with the agent there. I had every intention of making an offer. I would have paid full price asking if it was half of what they described. It's not at all. So it's got a lot of issues that definitely is one of those fun things. But I think if I come in at 15% or maybe 20% of what they're asking on it, there's definitely money. It's another $5,000, $5,000 off, and that right there will help, basically pay for high-end countertops, kind of thing and whatnot. So we'll see. It is what it is. Because you figure similar stuff, you figure right now we're looking at, I don't know, it's at 244, I think 245, and I want to come in and offer, I'd like to offer 202, but I don't think I'll go. So I'm thinking 222. It's kind of thinking just a whole bunch of twos, like just 2 repeatedly and 22 cents, like just kind of see what they say, and willing to give them like 10 grand escrow to make them realize that I'm serious and I'm very legitimately in this world, which I figure I would just basically give them the 5%. I plan on giving them like 20 grand, 22,000 escrow, and doing the 20% down, so I get rid of the PPMI, or the 10% down, but that won't leave me the money for my remodel. So I don't know. Part of me wants to get it like so bad, because I'm not really working right now with the whole COVID thing and the whole vending machines not doing anything. So this would give me a chance to go there and just like turn my mind off and stop worrying about things and just basically put my head down and just smash some cabinets out and just spend my next 2 months over there every single day just scraping up floors and all that fun stuff. And we're getting into the winter time, so I should be able to run it without the AC on, which will save me a ton of bills. I'm not paying 2 giant electric bills when I'm trying to air condition a house, so I'd be able to have the windows open and let it breathe out while I'm painting, so it doesn't stink in there so bad. There's a bunch of benefits to this process, and I don't know, it is what it is. So part of me wants to get it, and part of me is terrified to death that I'm going to make a horrible, horrible decision that will basically bankrupt us and put us into a bunch of major problems, which then I just brought us on a bunch of stress for no damn reason, because right now we're living stress-free and living pretty high in the hog at the moment. But if something happens, if she loses her job or whatnot and stuff, we're now debt-free with no bills, but we still don't have any income at that point. So I don't know. It is what it is. But went for my run, ran over by their stuff, checked the house, kind of ramped down that neighborhood, kind of seeing different things about the house in the neighborhood, because it's one of the things I'm big on. And I want to know where the house would be. And I don't run that part of the neighborhood very much. It's less than a mile. It's about a mile, a little over a mile from me. And it's not that far away, but it's just kind of a weird thing. The one thing it does suck, it has a tall driveway, which in Florida is still not, it's not bad, but it's a steep driveway where you need to put your car, set the brake every time. And where I'd park the truck most of the time, I probably would dig a divot to kind of park my back tires into, so I'm not putting the strain on the parking brake or in the automatic transmission spot. The Focus, I don't care, it's 5-speed, no big deal. But steep in a driveway that if I was in Iowa I would not want, because you got to worry about ice and snow. But it's not a big deal with this, so it is what it is. I don't know. Some good things about the house, and if I get it bought for the price I want to offer, I think it would be a hell of a deal. But if I can't, then it's not the perfect deal for us, because it's not, I can live without it. It won't have to be the thing. The yard is massive. It's a half acre, but there's nothing there. It's a blank slate, which part of me says, yay, blank slate. And I get to build it exactly how I want to. And it would be awesome for that. But there's no mature trees back there giving me shade either. So that would definitely be a negative, but it is what it is. That has a 24 by 36 shop that I would just love to have. It has a 10 by 12 or 10 by 18, what the hell it is, the little shed up there, which I would like to have just that shed here, let alone, which I can't get it onto my property without bringing a crane in. They want $1,500 just to drop the thing over top of my house because there's not enough room between my house and the property line to get a shed back here. And it just fucking chaps my ass. We love our place. We love our neighbors. We love everything about this neighborhood, except I cannot get access to build a shop back here in the back. So who knows? Maybe I'll just build a shop in the back in the city hall. Maybe I'll just bring a crew in, pay the permits, and just drop a freaking shed back here and just start building it and just live here forever and go that way. But who knows? But got back down from the run. Karen got off of work. Basically, I came up the road, met her, went for her walk, basically chilled out and had a great little conversation. Talked about things, talked about the house, talked about her work, talked about all the fun that comes with it. So got back here to the house, ended up having herself a wonderful quick little dinner, had some tater tots and chicken breast, which are so damn good. And then I believe she's taking the chicken breast tomorrow for lunch, I hope. So we'll see what happens there. But I eat the shit out of tater tots. I love some tater tots. So knocked this out, watched some Netflix. She ended up watching her Outsider, I think it's called. Outsider, I think is what it's called. It's about a lady who travels back in time from like 1967, 68 time frame back to like the 1700s. So she's ate up with it. Like that is like her new passion in life. Like she loves that more than the fat kid loves cake. So I came out here in the patio, had myself a nice cigar, and chilled out and watched myself some Jade Hunters. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.